Hey guys, 100% perfect girl. Rare video moment where I'm taking a video before I've had a shower. This is what my hair looks at the end of the day. She needs a wash, believe me. But I need a shower because I just went for pizza and a pint with my bestie, and I now stink of pizza and a pint. So we had a really lovely time. We were having a catch up because she's been away, and she had a week off. Things happened in my life, things happened in her life. It's been the Lionsgate. We needed a ginormous debrief. So pizza and a pint is an important ritual that we have after a shift where we're like, it's been a day. Pizza and a pint? Let's do it. So we were doing that, having a great time. We were then sat outside, just enjoying the evening. And there was this man who kept coming out, and he was really obviously kind of looking at us in a way, like you can tell when a man is just kind of appropriately staring at you because they think you're attractive, versus a man who is thrice your age undressing you with his eyes, you know. It's just, so he kept doing this, and then he came out and he sat like adjacent to us, and he turned to my friend, who is a sort of young, like femme, like very kind of femme presenting, conventionally attractive, gorgeous human being, turned to her and then said, pointing at me, "Is that your boyfriend?" And two reactions happened to me. Reaction one, shut the fuck up, because you're obviously undermining the two of us so that you can then attempt to hit on one of us, which is disgusting. But second of all, I couldn't help but feel this very slight gender euphoria. Like, you think I'm her boyfriend? Okay, she, they, coming through. Appreciate that. Fuck yeah, you know? But also, you're obviously not doing that. You're not inquiring in a nice way. You're inquiring to be an asshole. And I didn't entertain this. I just looked at him and I went, I'm a woman. Because I also knew he wasn't trying to be nice, because I was wearing this tank top, which, fucking respectfully, like, the girls are on, like, they're there. Don't chat to me like, is that your boyfriend? You can fucking see I'm not a boyfriend. Get fucked. So I wasn't entertaining it, neither was she. She kind of turned to me sort of a little bit lost, like, I don't know what to do because I don't want to start a fight, but also this guy's being an asshole. And we kind of ignored him, and then I just said politely, like, mate, can you go away? Like, just be nice about it, like, just leave it out. Go away. He went inside, and then he left, and then he came back in it wearing a different t-shirt, which is so strange. But he came out again later, and there was this father and son that they had now sat adjacent to us. They were really nice guys. They were quite silly on some substances, I'll tell you that much. But this guy came out again. He smoked on the cigarette, and as he came out, he did this. He went, I'm not looking at you, because I said as he left, I went, can you stop staring at us? Because he was so blatantly staring at us just to rile us up. So I went, hey, stop staring at us, stop it. So he went, stop, I'm not looking at you. And then these guys next to us just went, mate, fuck's the issue? Leave it out, leave him alone. What's going on? And then the guy who works, I think he might be the manager, came out, and he was just also really lovely, helped to diffuse the situation, really looked out for it for me and my friend. I've never really been in a lot of situations, to be honest, where I'm out and I'm getting horribly hit on by a man or just harassed by a man, and people around me are actually like being lovely and looking out for me. It's a rare occasion. But recently, I've been getting it a lot because for some reason, whenever I'm out with one of my femme-presenting like friends, it just happens. If it's just me, it doesn't really happen. Maybe because I give off this vibe that they just don't fuck with. But if they see me with like a young, attractive female person, then I don't know if maybe it's because they think we're together, and so they like the idea of like, well, if you guys are a couple, like, let me remind you that you could be heterosexual. That's the impression I got from this man, which was just disgusting. Icky man, thrice my age, trying to hit on me after misgendering me, and then trying to appease the situation by calling me pretty. You're really pretty though. great, thanks. But I wanted to make a video about it because it was interesting to have those two reactions, which were yeah, fuck off, leave me alone, versus wow, nice to know I could pass. The she, they, me shines. Thank you. But yeah, whilst it was a horrible interaction, and I saw him a second time, luckily I was on the bus, I saw him one second time as I was leaving outside a different pub, harassing a man. You know, I feel for him. I hope he gets better in his life, because something's got to be wrong if you're doing that. But despite an unpleasant interaction, what a great rest of the evening. Some lovely people helped defend me and my best friend. We ended up having a bit of a chinwag with them. They were just two sweet guys, very, very off it, but really sweet guys. Harmless. I did get a bit worried, like, are you doing that thing where you get rid? I'm sorry, I've had a drink. Where you get rid of the weird guy and then become the weird guy. But they were just two sweet guys having a nice time and chatting to us. And they very kind of sweetly at the end just went, "We gotta go now. Have a great night, you two. Stay safe." And they just left. And they weren't weird about it. They weren't like, "Oh, girls, maybe go inside because They're just normal. They're just like, "Have a great night. I'm sure the guys will look out for you if needed, but have a great night." They were just sweet. But yeah, had a lovely time. Just wanted to talk about how strange of an interaction that was. If you're a man who's thrice a woman's age, do not approach her in that manner. Unless you're going to very kindly say, "Hey, I'm loving the they-them vibes about you. Can you chat to me about that?" And maybe I'll politely hit on you afterwards, but so weird. Why would you do that?